Yo, what's good everyone? So today we have another How Does a Claudio Player Think / Play. Today we have Paul. Paul is a very slept on character. He's extremely strong. He's just not well represented in tournaments, but I think he's actually very, very good. He's got a lot of good stuff. His heat is ridiculous. His damage is ridiculous. He has a safe down forward too. Decent lows, good 50-50, and overall just a really strong character. In general, I move right against Paul, sidestep right duck as well. And then at the wall, I'm just guessing for my life, really. Like Demo Man, Death Fist, Q, Quarter Circle Back 2, them sort of really strong moves. I try my best to punish correctly, so obviously if I block Demo Man, I launch whilst in 2. If I block a Death Fist, I try back 4-2. You can forward 3+4, but it's some distances can be inconsistent, so I tend to back 4-2 more often, just because I think it's easier to punish with back 4-2, so that's what I'd go for. But yeah, let's see how it goes. So started the round off with a back 1 and into a running 2, because most people, especially at the higher ranks, like to try and wake up into a move and they lose to running 2 all the time for it. So I tried +8 into 14 frame hit confirm, didn't quite get it. I jabbed there so that he couldn't use heat himself, because I have the too much plus range for him to activate any sort of power crush. Good parry. Block from me. I think it's 12. I did 11 just to be safe. Yeah, 12, but I did 11 just to be safe. That's actually punishable if they don't finish the string. I had a feeling he wouldn't. There, it's -10, so I jabbed. Being +8, I did down forward 3, 14 frames, so that he couldn't activate any sort of power crush or do anything. I'm minus, so mine comes off in a better position there. I tried to sidestep duck, and we actually caught him. I screwed early just because I thought the wall was going to mess me up, but it was enough damage anyway, so it's fine. I could have whiff punished that. That wasn't great. I was ready to duck the second hit if he does it. You could tell if he does the high or the mid. You could sort of tell. He's -9 there, but a lot of Paul's pressure because it sort of does like a little bit of a pushback, like so. So that's why I did a down forward 2. Nice combo. He just threw that out. I don't know why he did that. Activate the heat so we can get the back 4-3-2. And down back 4 to kill on its own. Don't commit to down back. If you don't need to commit to down back 4-3 to kill, then don't commit to it. Just do down back 4 on its own. Much better. Can't get launched. Some people try launch even though it's -13 and you can punish them heavily. Especially if you're playing against a character like Shaheen, Law, Victor, where their whilst they launch is a launch punishable. With Paul's is his -14, I believe. So you can 3-2 punish, heat engage if he tries to launch just a down back 4 on its own. But yeah, first game, very comfortable. We actually ended up demoting him to the lower rank. But I feel like I'm decent against Paul. He's got a grab game as well, which is really strong. So I think that's a good way to open up people, is with Paul's grab game. But I feel like I can control neutral quite well, because he can't pressure me too hard, other than like characters like Nina can. So I tried to whiff punish that, I think. Let me just check that. I think I tried to whiff punish it. Yeah, I was going to whiff punish him with down forward 3. Again, he went for the pushback into a move. I could have done down forward 2 again and it would have worked. But I just went to challenge him. That was really bad from me. I just wasn't expecting the Death Fist at all. I could have killed him for that. Well, not killed him, but done a lot of damage. That's a high power crush, so I could absorb it into the... I'm trying to carry as much wall as I can here, but I just fall short. Ah, that should have killed him. I was patient there. But it's -14. I used 4-3. I was going for a wall spot, but I probably should have done 4-2 anyway. It would have been a better punish, so that wasn't that great from me. Confirm the counter hit. Confirm the whiff. That was actually really sharp from me. Yeah, whiff into twin pistons. I recognised that, like, from that wall spot, I recognised that he wasn't going to get a high wall spot, so I couldn't have done shoulder there. I might have been at a jab, but I couldn't have done shoulder there, so that's why I went into heat. I tried to push for the better walk. Good from him. Back 3, yeah. Paul's a 14 frame launcher. But if he'd have charged that, the full charge that Paul's do, you can get up and 10 frame interrupt. So I tried to get up into jab thinking he was going to charge it, but he didn't. That was just a hard read. I didn't know where the wall was. I thought the jab might have just put him on the wall. That is punishable. I'm not sure the actual frames. I think it's 13, but I know you can at least 12 frame it, so I was ready for that. Again, I went with the 11 frames just to be safe. Yeah, in that situation, even though it says, or actually doesn't say there, you are +5 in that situation with a lot of pushback, and people always either wake up into buttons or wake up and dash into it. So I went straight for back 4-2 because I knew there he would come straight into it, and it worked out for me. That's a setup, by the way, that you can use, especially at the wall. If you do that at the wall, you're +5. If they wake up, tech roll into getting up, and you do down forward 3, they can't even down jab to beat you. So they end up pressing into it by thinking it's their go, and you can wall spot them. Running 1+2 just to do the chunk of damage. But overall, I feel like I really dominated that set. I just didn't feel like he threatened me too much, especially like lows or any sort of like pressure with like forward 1+2 or anything. You know, Paul's overhand, which gives him plus frames. Didn't really do too much of the sway moves, like the back sway, the down forward one to the back sway. So I felt like extremely comfortable. I could always control the pace of the game. I played very frame tight, so he couldn't do he couldn't just do like power crushes or rage arts or heat engages, anything like that. I just stopped him from basically doing that sort of stuff. But most Paul players seem to think that it favours Paul, that matchup. I actually think Claudio does extremely well in that matchup. I'd say it's quite a 50-50 one, but I don't think it does favour Paul. I mean, he does have good. He has a 14 frame launcher, which is nice. He's got a safe down forward 2, which could go through jabs. He does have some good lows. But I just think Claudio is absolutely fine in that. He's got consistent punishes on all of Paul's things like Death Fist. He's got one of the most consistent ones with back 4-2. I know I didn't really showcase it there, but I'm normally quite good at that. There's just the one time I just wasn't ready for it. You know, I should have been ready for it, but I wasn't. But I just think Claudio's is quite good. But yeah, overall, side step right duck is extremely good. We have good punishes on all his lows, good punish on Death Fist. Yeah, I just think I controlled it extremely well, and not much more I can say there. But yeah, that's it for Paul. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.